welcome to Learning Skills from Hazel. Today we are going to do English for the New World, means the subject English. So please take out chapter number 1, The Adventures of Pinocchio. The Adventures of Pinocchio. This is the first chapter of a wonderful storybook about a wooden puppet that wishes to become a real boy. A carpenter finds a piece of wood that talks to him. Read the story to find out how confused he gets. Oh, what a surprise! Oh, what a surprise! Oh, wood can speak. Wow. Okay, let's start from our story. Once upon a time, there was a piece of wood. It was not an expensive piece of wood. Far from it, just a common block of firewood. One of those thick solid logs that are put on the fire in winter to make cold rooms cozy and warm. I do not know how this really happened, yet the fact remains that one fine day this piece of wood found itself in the shop of an old carpenter. His real name was Master Antonio, but everyone called him Master Cherry, for the tip of his nose was so round and red and shiny that it looked like a ripe cherry. It sounded good. As soon as he saw that piece of wood, Master Cherry was filled with joy. Rubbing his hands together happily, he mumbled to himself, "This has come in the nick of time. I shall use it to make the leg of a table." He grasped and the hatchet quickly to peel off the bark and sharp the wood. But as he was about to give it the first blow, he stood still with arm uplifted, for he had heard a wee little voice say in a whispering tone, "Please be careful. Do not hit me so hard." What a look of surprise shone on Master Cherry's face. He was funny, and face became funnier still. He turned frightened eyes about the room to find out where that wee little voice had come from, but he saw no one. He looked under the bench. No one. He peeped inside the closet. No one. He searched among the shavings. No one. He opened the door to look up and the street, and still no one. "Oh, I see," he then said, laughing and scratching his head. "It can easily be seen that I only thought I heard the tiny voice say the words, 'Well, to work once more.'" He struck a most solemn blow upon the piece of wood. Oh, you heard!" cried the same very little voice. Master Cherry was struck dumb. His eyes popped out, his mouth opened wide, and his tongue hung down on his chin. As soon as he regained the use of his senses, he said, trembling and stirring from fright, "Where did that voice come from, when there is no one around? Might it be that this piece of wood has learned to whip and cry like a child. I can hardly believe it. Here is it a piece of common firewood, good only to burn in the stove, the same as any other. Yet, might someone be hidden in it? If so, the worse for him. I'll fix him. With these words, he grabbed the log with both hands and started to knock it about unmercifully. He threw it to the floor against the ceiling. He listened for the tiny voice to moan and cry. He waited for 2 minutes, nothing. 5 minutes, nothing. 10 minutes, nothing. Oh, I see, he said, trying bravely to laugh. It can easily be seen. I only imagined. I heard the tiny voice. Well, to work once more. The poor fellow was scared half to death, so he tried to sing a happy song in order to gain courage. He set aside the hatchet and picked up the plane to make the wood smooth and even, but as he drew it to and fro, he heard the same tiny voice. This time it giggled as it spoke. Stop it! Oh, stop it! Ha ha ha! How tickle my stomach! This time poor Master Cherry fell as if shot. When he opened his eyes, he found himself staring on the floor. His face had changed fright and turned even the tip of his nose from red to deepest purple. Oh, how funny! The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi was funny. So let's know something about Carlo Collodi. Carlo Lorenzini was born in 1826 and left the world in 1890. Was an Italian children's writer, better known by his pen name Carlo Collodi. He is most famous for his children's novel The Adventure of Pinocchio. So guys, if you are having any of the doubts, please ask me in the comment box. So for today, it's enough. Thank you.